1 Chronicles chapter 4 verses 9 to 10. He said, and Jabez, even though he was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him with sorrow. You see, the mother even probably did not even know what she was doing, but when she bare the child, she was crying. She was in tears. His own mother, Jabez, when the mother bore him, the mother was in tears. The mother was in sorrow. He said, I bore you in sorrow, so I call you Jabez. Bible said, just with the act of employing tears, just with that act of employing tears, even though the guy was born with a very bright star, even though he was most honorable among his brethren, it overturned that verdict. You don't know what tears can do when you meet that requirement. When you fulfill that mandatory requirement and you employ this potent divine token. He said, Jabez, his own mother, probably she didn't even know. That's why I say, parents, don't weep on your children. The reason why at times most people are suffering is because your own parents are weeping on your head. You don't send them money and they are weeping on your head. You bring all the money to church and you ignore your parents. I'm telling you, you will continue to suffer and nothing will happen for you. That is the reason why at times you hear me minister and I'll tell somebody, the Lord says to tell you, get a seed, go to your mother, kneel down before her and tell her to pray for you. Why? Because most parents are weeping on the heads of their children. The reason why they are suffering at times, it is not a witch or a wizard. It is because your father is weeping on your head. It is because your mother is weeping on your head. The reason nothing is happening for you, just get a seed, go before your mother, go before your father, kneel down and say, Papa, Mama, today pray for me and overturn any verdict. If ever you have cried on my head, if ever my anything I have done, whether my actions, whether conscious or unconscious, whether my actions or inactions have caused you to shed tears over my life, and my life is the way it is, today I kneel down before you and I give you this seed. Give it to your mother, lay it at the feet. Give it to your father, lay it at the feet. Let him lay hands on your head. Let your mother lay hands upon your head, upon your shoulder, and pray for you, and that curse will overturn. I'm telling you, this is free prophetic direction. Most people, nothing is happening because your parents have been weeping upon your head. Jabez, it was not the devil. The guy was struggling in life. Nothing was working for the guy. The guy was struggling, but anywhere he goes, men of God will tell him, I see you prosper. I see doors of wealth open for you. I see you travel. I see you this. And after 10 years, nothing is happening, but they keep getting prophecy upon prophecy. I see you get married. I see you do this. I see you do this, but nothing seems to be working for them. It is the reason why nothing seems to be working. I came to tell you, if you can even get a seed, go to your own father and mother, kneel before them and say, pray for me to overturn this verdict. If ever you have cried upon my head and you don't even remember, take this seed, I lay it upon your feet and pray for me, and see doors that will open for people. Testimonies have come by reason of this direction. Somebody comes to sit before me. He said, Papa, this, Mama, this. I listen to it and I say, this is not a devil. This is not a demon. It is because you have ignored your father and your mother, the one that gave birth to you, and they have been weeping upon your head. Go buy a cloth, a very nice cloth, give it to your mother. She will pray for you, and instantly they get their healing. People don't know that it is not always God. People don't know. This is the power of tears. Jabez, his own mother. So it took the guy had to now go into prayer. He said, and Jabez, so for some people, maybe your mother is dead, your father is dead. What do? You can go to a prophet of God. You can go to a man of God who is your covering. You can put a seed under his feet. Before you go pray on that seed, go to your man of God, give it to him, and let him pray over you. It will break that curse. You can go to your man of God who has a covering over you. Give him the seed and let him pray over your life. And that is all. It will break that demonic curse over your life. Never again. Jabez, he said, and Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou wouldest bless me indeed. The guy went crying, oh God, bless me in my bread. God, I have suffered my bread. I have suffered. I have become an object of ridicule and laughter before my friends and before my peers. Even when I see my friends, I am always hiding. Oh God, can you bless me? God, please bless me. The guy went in prayer and in supplication before God. And hear me, let's continue. He said, enlarge my coast, that thy hand might be with me. Thou wouldest keep me from evil. Anything I do seems to go bad, that it may not grieve me. And God granted that request which he had requested. God granted that which he had requested. Tears. Most people are suffering because their own mother and their own father have been crying upon their head. Crying upon their own head. Kazabarushka. Lord have mercy. God have mercy.